I went ahead and broke down and bought this. I wanted to see if it was really going to work. I got a cottonwood that is starting to come up, and boy, my sinuses get miserable. So I figure, you know what? Let's try it. I'm glad I did. I used it last night for the first time. This is two barrels here. You got two barrels. This also comes off. And you got your little nose plugins. You got the bottom barrel. These are all just twist on. Make sure they click. They're tight, that you don't drop them or they come off during the when you're using it. And also this, you just press that button in and it flows out the water and sucks in from the other port. And it kind of took me a couple of times, turning it off and on to get used to it, but this morning I did it with no problem. I already rinsed out the bottom barrel. I usually like to put just a little bit of water in there, and what you need is instilled vinegar. Don't be using Mother's or anything like that. Instilled white vinegar. And you also need instilled water. I bought the gallon because of that cottonwood out there. I don't know how often I may be having to do this. And then what I like to do after cleaning it with just a little bit of Dawn dish soap, just like a drop in there, rinse it until, all the soap is out. I like to give it a nice little splashing with water and vinegar and make sure it's nice and clean. Then I put them on these type of towels upside down and let them dry off. Also, too, it comes with this cool little tip. See this little tip here? And what you do is you can insert them, and in the back part of your machine, there's a port back there, and then you just put that in there and clean it real nice with the vinegar and water. This little guy, I kept it in there. You just push this in. If I can do it holding the camera. My granddaughter's not here helping today. And there's the little silver pack. It breaks. Now you put in your water first in this little port to this fill line. And then you're going to put one of these little guys in. Now, don't try opening it. It even tells you that not to open it after, or you'll have to put a new salt pack in there. So just have some faith. It'll bust. It'll empty out. And then the water comes out from one port and it sucks out from the other. It is really nice. I didn't know if I was going to like this, but I do. I just love it. Now, when you first open it, this little guy here is taped onto the front part of it, and it just gives you some really fast operations, okay, important stuff, and it'll tell you what to do, okay, and you can just follow this and it works out really nice. It does give you a booklet with all kinds of nice instructions in there, and read it. I know a lot of people don't read, but it looks very wordy, and it is. But it's simple to read, and it's pretty much a little more detail from what this guy tells you. This guy is right on. And then when I opened it, I went ahead and I bought some extra ones because, like I said, I have that cottonwood out there that really makes me miserable through the summertime. So I bought these because not knowing about when I'd be using it. And when I opened the box, to my surprise, I had a gift in there. And when I lifted it up, it was a bunch of these things. So if you don't think you're going to be using it a lot, hopefully you get the one, that has all these little free gifts in there. And then I bought some extra port just in case. Here they are, just the extra little things on there. So I don't have no one to really hold this camera for me, but I'm going to try to take it off. Oh, wow, look at that. We got it off. So we got it off just by a simple little twist. And then you want to rinse that out, with some little soapy water. Make sure all the fuzz is gone, okay? Make sure your water runs clear. And then, like I said, I like to just add just a little bit of vinegar and water. And then I pour it out. Now, on here, you got your little portings, and see how they can come off. You could clean these really well, and you stick this in water and vinegar. I'm just showing, and then you can stick them inside these little ports and clean them out. Also, too, there was another little hole somewhere. There it is, right on the bottom. And you can also clean that out. Make sure you don't get water in this area. That is your battery packing. So make sure these are nice and dry before snapping this back on. And then you just get your vinegar and water. I'll do it here in a minute. I'm just showing and then stick it in there and just give it a nice clean. I like to do it twice and give it a nice cleaning. Okay, the batteries, it's really cool, are already in there. Now when you need to take off batteries, you will need a Phillips to remove the battery casing, but they're already in there for you. And I don't know if they need special batteries, but there's a number there, in case you need anything. You put it on and you can hear it. Just push this little button down and it'll go off. I guess it's safety, so when everything is off, it's not going to do it, because it's not doing that for me. So this is how you get everything clean. I don't know if this is a little clicker to remove the whole thing. I haven't really read everything. I just wanted to really use this guy. And boy, it worked. I mean, I am so relieved from my sinuses today. It's totally amazing. I'm really glad I finally broke down and bought it. If I would have known how good this thing worked, I would have bought it maybe about a year ago. But these things just snap on really, really easy. Just push them in there. And you can remove them to give them a nice good washing. And you can clean your little ports out. Okay? Awesome. I mean, awesome. It is totally worth the money. Just make sure you're ready, that you have your distilled water. Do not use bottled water, like filtered water or anything like that. Must use distilled, and your distilled white vinegar. We always have a lot of vinegar. We use vinegar for a lot of things. So, I didn't buy this huge gallon because of this. We already had it. But distilled white vinegar. And it also comes with a warranty. And it comes with much directions for you. So that way you can have a little time there reading and learning a lot about your machine. But like I said, I had already bought these because I wasn't sure about, how much I was going to be using. And then it came with a nice free gift. I really enjoyed that. So them are the ones I'm using now. Plus, I would buy extra ports. I really would buy extra ports. I wouldn't, continually just use these one pair. It's good to change them depending on how often you're going to use it. But anyway, yes, it's a good buy. I love this machine and I recommend it. Sometimes it may take a little getting used to when you have fluid going in one nose and suctioning out the other. If you feel water going down your throat, you need to get this thing and twist it. It twists really easy. You see there? Twist it, and so that way, and then try it again. Then push your button, put your nose on those little things, push your button, and see if that works much better, because that's what happened to me. And once I did that, oh boy, that suctioned out beautifully. You do give like a little smile while it's suctioning out, and go for it. You'll love it. I guarantee you, allergy sufferers, believe me, I am one to listen to. I love this machine. Thank you, Google. Thank you, seller.